Fuck with Crawford. I like him in the ring, out the ring. I think that he the best right now. I'm rocking with Crawford.
After Turki Alashik's meeting with Canelo Alvarez in Turkey, reports confirmed that all terms have been finalized. The highly anticipated showdown between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez is now officially set.
Is that a fight that you're considering now?
We'll see. We'll see. Everything is possible. We'll see. We want to talk about it. Sit down. Really.
Mexican boxer Saul Canelo Alvarez has left the door open for his plans in 2025, with several potential opponents in the mix. However, it appears he's open to negotiating a proposal from Turki Alashik, the president of Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority. Canelo recently traveled to London to receive the Ring magazine's Fighter of the Year award. During the event, he met with Turki Alashik. In an interview with the hosts, Canelo confirmed that the fight against Terence "Bud" Crawford has been finalized, though he didn't share many details. There's always a possibility. We'll see. But there's always a possibility. We're here to make the best business, Canelo told the Ring when asked about his meeting with Alashik and the likelihood of a fight with Crawford.
And figure out something.
I know you thought he was kind of a lose-lose situation for you. Do you think he's too small to compete with you?
The World Boxing Council's mandatory challenger for Saul Canelo Alvarez is David Benavidez. However, with Canelo hesitant to accept that challenge, he might instead face Terence "Bud" Crawford in his September fight. The biggest hurdle to finalizing this matchup, though, is the weight difference. Crawford currently competes at 154 pounds in the super welterweight division, which is 2 weight classes below Canelo.
Scared. But wow, we've been begging Canelo. Please, Canelo, please. We want this fight. I want it as a fan.
Terence Crawford has stepped up his training, recently sparring with boxing legend Andre Ward ahead of his upcoming fight. Crawford enlisted Ward's expertise for some light sparring, and Ward shared a clip of their session on his social media on Tuesday morning. The video showed Crawford practicing hand fighting at his home gym. Fans flooded the comment section, praising Crawford for this legendary collaboration. Fans were quick to react to the sparring clip, with one saying, "Iron sharpens iron." Another tweeted, "Two of the GOATs going at it," while a third fan highlighted, "Some real knowledge in that ring." A fourth supporter posted, "This is why Terence is pound for pound. He has masters of the sport in his gym, and he gives them their flowers." Meanwhile, a fifth fan remarked, "The two best Americans since Floyd Mayweather. Ward, after all, is one of the rare world champions to retire undefeated." Ryan Garcia didn't hold back when sharing his thoughts on a potential fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford. In a recent interview, Garcia, known for his outspoken opinions, called Crawford an overhyped buh and made it clear that he believes Canelo would come out on top if the two faced off in the ring. Speaking to Seize TV, Garcia criticized Crawford for being a boring fighter, claiming he doesn't deserve the attention he gets and is just stealing boxing's money.
Really hasn't beat nobody other than Errol Spence Jr. that went through a car crash. Name one guy that he beat other than Errol Spence that's well known. Sean Porter that was washed. Who has he beat? He hasn't beat nobody, bro. He's not gonna beat nobody, bro. Terence Crawford.
Unsurprisingly, Garcia was firm in his stance, even calling out one of the superstars to step into the ring with him if they disagreed with his opinion.
Like, bro, Terence Crawford's not no, he ain't like that, bro. Terence Crawford is an overhyped bum, bro. I'm sorry. Somebody gotta say it. You're an overhyped bum, bro. I'm looking at the camera right now. You suck, bro. Stop back.
Terence Crawford is not like that, Garcia told Seize TV. Crawford is an overhyped bum. I'm sorry, but somebody has to say it. You're an overhyped bum. I'm looking at the camera right now. You freaking suck. Bro, stop acting like
that. Stop stealing boxing money. You're wasting everybody's money. You're not entertaining, bro. You're boring as Come see me in the ring if you think I'm talking shit. I can do it anytime.
You think you can see Crawford?
I can definitely see Crawford, bro. What do you mean? Bro, I've seen many fighters like him too. He's not that good, bro. He gets hit a lot, bro. He gets wobbled, hit. Bro, he's not untouchable, bro. You act like he's Mayweather.
I was one of the best fighters in the amateurs, bro. He was too, but I've seen many fighters like him, Garcia continued. I don't care if he can take away my left hook. I'll find a way to hit him. He's not that good. He gets hit a lot, and he gets wobbled. He's not untouchable. If a fight between Garcia and Crawford were to happen, it would most likely be at a catchweight, as Garcia has never fought at the 147 pounds welterweight limit or above. Crawford, meanwhile, last fought at super lightweight, 140 pounds, in August 2017. Crawford is currently suspended after testing positive for a banned substance following his fight with Devin Haney. Ryan Garcia continues to make waves in the boxing world, often stirring controversy by downplaying his peers' accomplishments.
I think that he's not a great fighter, but I don't think he's as good as people say. He's not like a Sugar Ray Leonard, not Tommy Hearn. You can't do that because he's not like that, bro. He hasn't fought nobody that has firepower like him.
This time, Ryan Garcia's target is Terence Crawford, who has been seeking a fight with Canelo Alvarez in 2025, although the Mexican boxer has yet to accept the challenge. Garcia claims he's already reached out to Crawford, aiming to prove that Crawford isn't as great as people think, even taunting him with the idea of a big payday. As for Bud Crawford, I already called him, Garcia said. I think he's just trying to get a fight with Canelo Alvarez, but I don't think that's going to happen. Garcia then questioned Crawford's ability, asking, "Have you ever fought someone with one-punch knockout power?" No? That's why I think Bud Crawford is overrated.
Who would win, him or Boots?
I like Boots. In my opinion, I like Boots. I don't think Crawford could keep up with somebody that talented and young and fast. Haven't even seen him fight somebody talented.
I'd love to fight Bud. I don't think he's as good as people say, Garcia stated, referring to the undefeated Crawford, who holds the WBC and WBO welterweight titles. If Bud is listening, I'd like to fight you. I'd give you a beating. Garcia left the decision up to Crawford, but made it clear that if the undefeated champion accepted, he'd be in for a huge payday. If he doesn't want it, it's not my fault. He's boring as hell, but I'd probably give him the biggest paycheck of his life if he takes the fight, Garcia said.
I'll be going for Bud. If he fight Canelo, I'll be going for him. I don't know if he gonna win or lose, but I definitely.
Despite his complicated relationship with Canelo Alvarez, Oscar de la Hoya has shared his thoughts on a possible fight between the Mexican superstar and Terence Crawford. De la Hoya insists that his views on any potential Canelo fight are unbiased. The former world champion has a bold prediction about this matchup, stating that Canelo, with his superior size and power, would have a clear advantage over Crawford.
Oscar, Terence Crawford says he wants to fight Canelo. He's changed his tune. He said he's willing to move up 3 weight divisions. To me, that's kind of crazy, but that just shows you, man, the dog that's in Terence Crawford. If Canelo is victorious against
At 154 pounds, Crawford didn't seem too dangerous in the ring against a strong opponent. So imagining Canelo, the bigger guy, as a beast, makes it almost like a no contest. Come on, when has a smaller, skilled guy ever beaten a bigger, skilled guy? It's never happened in the history of the sport. It's rare. De La Hoya told Fight Hub TV. Crawford, known for his technical skill and punching power, would face a major physical challenge in facing Canelo at his natural weight.
Hello?
Terence Crawford will beat Canelo anytime.
No, yeah.
Anytime.
Wow.
Because, and this is.
While some experts believe Terence Crawford has the skills to compete with Canelo, the difference in size and power could prove to be a key factor. For now, the future of this potential fight remains uncertain, as both fighters have existing commitments. The possibility of reaching an agreement will depend on several factors, including contract negotiations and strategic decisions from both teams. Not many fighters have shared the ring with both Crawford and Canelo. The only man to do so professionally is Amir Khan, who suffered stoppage losses to both. Khan has already shared his thoughts on how a potential Crawford versus Canelo matchup would unfold.
What do I think of that fight?
Yeah.
I think that, everybody knows that Crawford got the skills. I do think that Canelo's a little big. He's a little big for Crawford.
There are a few others who have sparred with both Canelo and Crawford, and one of them has now shared his opinion on how he thinks this fantasy clash could play out. That man is middleweight contender Corbin Davis, who also faced Canelo rival David Benavidez in November 2021. Having sparred with both Crawford and Canelo, Davis told Mill City Boxing that he believes it would be extremely tough for Crawford and that he would back Alvarez to win. Canelo is a big guy. It's going to be a lot, Davis said. He can take a punch, so you're not going to hurt Canelo. I don't think Crawford can hurt him with one punch. Maybe he can cut an eye or something or bother him to the body.
It'll be a lot you have to, it'll be a lot to get that victory based on, you know, size alone. Not that size wins fights, but you got a guy that got size and skill. It'll be hard. I mean,
He has to get some flesh on those gloves and go to the body. It's going to be a tall task, Davis continued. Canelo can really fight. He has moves and traps. It's not easy in boxing. Nothing is impossible, but if I had to bet, I'd put money on Canelo. I'm not taking anything away from Crawford, but Canelo is great. Can Canelo stop him? He's the bigger guy, and I think one punch can do it. The debate over a potential Crawford versus Canelo matchup continues to heat up. Crawford, the former undisputed welterweight champion, is coming off a unanimous decision win over Israel Madrimov at 154 pounds, securing the WBA and interim WBO super welterweight belts. However, unlike his dominant performance against Errol Spence Jr. at 147 pounds, Crawford didn't look as sharp against the former champion from Uzbekistan.
On that, and I don't know, would you advise a fighter to move up 3 weight classes to fight someone like Canelo?
You got to remember, he's already moved up 3 weight classes. So now you're talking 6. If you add on 3, you know? Yeah, my math is different.
This has led many to rule out Crawford's chances against Canelo Alvarez if the fight were to take place at 168 pounds. However, not everyone shares that view. Some believe Crawford will adapt and still pose a serious challenge to the super middleweight king. One of those people is acclaimed boxing trainer Teddy Atlas, who once trained Mike Tyson. In a recent interview with Fight Hub TV, Atlas shared his thoughts on what Crawford could accomplish in the 168 pounds division. Don't discount his first time at 154. Don't discount that there'll be a little growth there too, Atlas confidently declared during the interview.
Being that I've been in this business my whole life. So 6 is a lot. 6 weight classes. That's a lot. 3, you know, he had the skeleton for it.
Don't go and believe it's going to be the same Crawford when he steps up to 168. If that happens, Atlas warned. No, this is going to be a better armed Crawford, even better than he's been. He continued by suggesting that after the closely contested bout against Madrimov in August, Crawford would have gained the knowledge and confidence to acquire another belt in the division. Sharing his final thoughts on the potential Canelo versus Crawford matchup, Atlas told the reporter, "So don't be so sure that the Crawford you saw with Madrimov isn't going to be different. He will be different."
I know he's got this. I know he's got this. I know he's got the character, and I know he's got the mind. I know he has special gifts that very few...
It's worth noting that the World Boxing Organization has ordered Sebastian Fundora and Terence Crawford to reach a deal for a fight within 30 days for the WBO super welterweight title. While no official confirmation has been made yet, Fundora's promoter, Samson Lukowitz, told Boxing Scene that they are solely focused on a fight against Crawford. However, he acknowledged that Crawford is aiming to move up to the 168 pounds division to face Canelo. If that doesn't materialize, Fundora is ready to face Crawford. Canelo Alvarez's strength and punching power may intimidate some boxers, but not Terence Crawford. Speaking to TMZ Sports, Crawford expressed full confidence in his ability to defeat the Mexican superstar if the two ever fought. "I'm absolutely sure I'd get the victory over Canelo," he said.
For both of us, I believe.
Any doubt in your mind that you beat him?
Of course I beat him. It ain't no doubt in my mind that I won't beat anybody that
At the moment, it's still a big if as, even though Crawford has made it clear he wants the fight, Canelo doesn't seem as certain. Crawford was present to witness Canelo Alvarez's most recent victory, where Canelo gave a straightforward no comment when asked about a potential fight with Bud. However, when a reputable news source spoke with Crawford, the 36-year-old boxer reiterated that he still really wants to step into the ring with Canelo. "I'm still eager to throw hands with him," Crawford said.
Yeah, I can't rap. That's what I'm saying. So I got to stick to what I know. I beat people up.
Oh, God.
I beat people up.
"I feel like that's a legacy fight," Crawford said. "I feel like this is the biggest fight in boxing today if it does happen." Crawford acknowledges that he'll face some challenges, particularly with Canelo's size and power, but he's confident in his ability. "I've been fighting bigger guys my whole life," Crawford explained, guaranteeing that he would come away with a win. "Of course, I'll beat him," the undefeated star said. There ain't no doubt in my mind that I won't beat anybody that I step in the ring with.
I'm gonna start rapping, man, and then everybody gonna be saying, man, I'm being Roy Jones Jr. I'm coming out like Roy.
Crawford isn't sure when or where he'd like the fight to happen, but he knows he wants to give the fans what they want, and Alvarez should feel the same way. ESPN's Mike Coppinger reported before Canelo's recent fight that Alvarez was eyeing a potential rematch with Dimitri Bivol in May. However, that would depend on whether Bivol defeated Artur Beterbiev for the undisputed light heavyweight title. The two Russian fighters are set to face off again next month, and Canelo may still be interested in facing the opponent who handed him his first career loss.
To come my way and me and him get in the ring, then it'll be an electrifying fight, you know.
Crawford seemed to indicate on X that he has his sights set on Canelo after his recent bout. In August, Turki Al-Sheikh, the chairman of Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority, told Canelo that he is working with Crawford to get Alvarez to agree to the fight. "I will give Canelo what I think is a fair price," Al-Sheikh said. "If he accepts it, he deals directly with me to finish the deal. I don't want anyone in the middle. I guaranteed Crawford a big fight. I want Canelo for Crawford, and Crawford wants Canelo. But if Canelo is crazy with his financial demands, I'll still guarantee Crawford any fight he wants." Crawford improved his record to 41-0 with a victory over the Uzbekistani fighter in a super welterweight championship match, securing the WBA super welterweight title.
It won't be like any other fight that he's fought recently, and it'll be a well-fought fight.
Alvarez has won 5 straight matches since his last defeat in the light heavyweight division at the hands of the highly skilled Russian. However, he has faced criticism for taking on easier opponents to pad his resume. The 34-year-old has a record of 62-2 in 66 career bouts. Despite this, many boxing professionals believe Crawford won't be able to match up with Canelo due to the weight class difference. Even with the fans' clamor and relentless anticipation, the dream matchup between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford seems likely to remain just that, a dream. Matchroom honcho Eddie Hearn, who has had a close relationship with the Mexican superstar, recently shed light on his conversation with Canelo about the potential fight. Unfortunately, the outlook doesn't seem promising.
Very surprised if that fight happens. I think His Excellency has been pushing that fight. It didn't seem like it was something that Canelo was really up.
You may recall that His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh was also pushing for the bout during Crawford's fight with Israel Madrimov last year. The Saudi royal had even asked Eddie Hearn to reach out to Canelo's team to try and make the fight happen. However, the fight never materialized, and the conversation about it has slowly been fading. To seal the deal, Hearn appeared in an interview with Fight Hype, where he was asked about the potential fight. "I'll be honest, I'd be very surprised if that fight happens," Hearn revealed. "I think His Excellency has been pushing for that fight, but it didn't seem like it was something Canelo was really up for. To be honest,
His kind of feeling is, when I beat Crawford, everyone's going to say I've beaten a 154-pounder. And he also, I think..."
Hearn reflected on his previous conversation with Canelo, sharing that the Mexican star's mindset seems to be, "When I beat Crawford, everyone's going to say I've beaten 154-pounders. He also explained that, at this point in Canelo's career, he's looking for opponents who will come forward and fight, something Canelo believes Crawford won't do. Notably, Crawford is moving up several weight classes for this potential matchup, which puts him at a disadvantage. Even if Crawford makes it to 165 pounds, Canelo would still be the bigger man. Therefore, Crawford would need to remain agile on his feet to have any chance of winning. Hearn agrees with this assessment, stating, "Crawford can't really come to fight in that fight because he's at a massive size disadvantage." He concluded by reaffirming his stance on the matchup.
To be fighting guys that are just moving all the time, and he wants people to come to fight. And Crawford can't really come to fight like that in that fight because he's at a...
Despite the grim reality surrounding this potential fight, people haven't stopped sharing their opinions on who might come out on top. Demetrius Andrade recently weighed in on the potential 2025 super fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, offering a candid assessment of the matchup. While Andrade praised Crawford's skills and their shared history in the sport, He also pointed out the significant challenges Crawford would face in moving up 2 weight classes to challenge the super middleweight champion, Canelo.
Massive size disadvantage, and he can't be standing in front of you. I don't think that fight will happen. But then when you think about it, like what are the options for Canelo Alvarez?
Andrade believes Crawford can make the fight competitive, but doubts he can overcome Canelo's size, power, and agility. I don't think Crawford can beat Canelo, but I still think he can give him a good fight, and I'll be sitting there fuming for Canelo all day, he said. That's all for now. For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and action in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications to get alerted when we drop quality content like this. Until next time, peace out